Look at this network of data moving through our corporate systems right now. Every day, you process dozens, maybe hundreds of routine messages. That sheer volume of daily communication creates an environment where it is incredibly easy to drop your guard. Cybercriminals actively weaponize that volume. They insert targeted, deceptive messages into this daily flow, carefully disguising them to look like they came from highly trusted entities, like your manager, your bank, or the internal IT help desk. A single mistaken click on one of those messages can trigger catastrophic consequences. It can lead to compromised passwords, ransomware across our network, or severe financial fraud. The greatest vulnerability in modern corporate security is not a failure of complex technology. It is human routine and misplaced trust. Picture a new email landing in your inbox right now. It features the correct corporate logos, sounds highly official, and demands your immediate action. Defending against these invisible threats requires breaking the attacker's momentum. We do that by implementing a highly systematic behavioral protocol. This diagram outlines your core defense protocol. It operates as a continuous loop built on 4 sequential pillars: stop, check, verify, and report. Mastering this sequence elevates your role. You transition from a security liability into the organization's primary active line of defense. Let's analyze a typical threat. The message hits your inbox carrying aggressive language, explicitly warning that your account will be disabled in 30 minutes unless you act immediately. This initiates the stop phase. Attackers manufacture artificial urgency and fear because it forces users to bypass logical thinking and react on pure instinct. They deploy specific emotional triggers to ensure you click without thinking. You will often see threats of massive data loss, warnings of overdue payments, or sudden requests supposedly coming directly from executive leadership. Your immediate countermeasure is simple: pause. Taking your hands off the keyboard for a few moments breaks the psychological loop they are trying to create. Recognizing and neutralizing that emotional manipulation is the critical first step. A successful technical inspection cannot occur if you are in a state of panic. Once you are calm, transition into the check phase. Do not read the message body first. Instead, begin your inspection at the very top, focusing entirely on the sender's identity. Watch this sender field. The display name reads IT support, but as we expand the actual address, the true origin is exposed. Expanding details reveals subtle typographical deceptions, like substituting an R and an N to fake an M. Only after thoroughly checking the sender should you move down to the body of the email. Shift your focus to any embedded hyperlinks or unexpected file attachments. Notice the cursor. By hovering over the Update Password button without clicking, a tooltip reveals the hidden destination URL. This technique bypasses the visual lie. Continue scanning for secondary red flags, like unprompted zip files, poor grammar, or incorrect corporate branding. Technical illusions are fragile. They will always fall apart under a close, methodical inspection of the underlying data. Now that you've stepped back from the suspicious interface, you need to confirm the reality of the situation. This introduces the verify phase. When confronted with unusual requests for sensitive data or funds, you must utilize out-of-band communication. Never reply directly to the suspicious email to ask if the message is legitimate. If the account is compromised, you are simply asking the attacker to vouch for their own lie. The correct verification protocol requires using a completely independent, trusted channel. Make a direct phone call, use an internal corporate chat, or check the official directory. Utilizing an independent channel guarantees you are speaking to the actual person. It entirely bypasses the digital environment the attacker controls. Once you have successfully verified that the email is malicious, return to your inbox to make the final decision on how to dispose of it. This is the report phase. Simply deleting a dangerous email is a localized action. It clears your own inbox, but it fails to protect the broader organization. This interface shows the proper mechanical action. Locate and utilize the dedicated Report Phishing tool built into your email client. Reporting triggers vital systemic mechanics. It alerts the cybersecurity team, immediately extracts identical threats from your colleagues' inboxes, and hardens global defense filters. Look closely at these 4 pillars: stop, check, verify, report. This framework is a permanent behavioral habit that you must apply to every unexpected request. Consistent, disciplined action at the individual level is the ultimate shield. Your careful inspection permanently protects the organization's data, finances, and infrastructure.